It's just what's the Val skating today back home with Kovalenko? Is it just Val planning to come out?
Skating, yeah, and skating tomorrow with Toby as well.
Oh, okay.
And then he'll fly out. He'll be here to watch the game tomorrow night and then travel with us to Edmonton.
And the hope is that he could play in Edmonton.
Yeah.
Eustace, you'd said it was a scheduled start. He's going again tomorrow, then Georgia and Edmonton.
Yeah.
Is it, not necessarily based on the last game, just in general, is it a thing that you guys have to fight through after you clinch a playoff spot to not kind of take a deep breath, take your foot off the gas the rest of the way?
I think it's a challenge every year. Like it's kind of like that week before the trade deadline where guys' minds go to different places. Still quite a bit of hockey left to be played, and important hockey, so focusing on the immediate task at hand, tomorrow mini, next night Edmonton, sort of staying present in the moment, and I think is really important because you start looking ahead, and then if you're not focused on the right things, your game deteriorates, and then you have to sort of scramble and fight to get it back. We've been through that. I think it was the year we won last. We lose 4 in a row right at the end of the year. We got a big win against St. Louis that kind of got us back on track and going into the playoffs. But you never want to feel like you have to flip this switch come playoff time. You want to make sure you're doing enough things right, regardless of the results that you get, that your team is confident in what they're doing.
You don't watch standings a lot throughout the year. Looking at
it's getting to that point. Yeah, looking. I'm interested in some of the races that are going on. Top of our division conference, the other side, same thing. Some teams fighting to get in playoffs. Seems like everyone's jockeying position on a nightly basis, which it makes an interesting race. I think it's really good for the NHL. The parity in the league's never been better. You're looking at the top teams that are getting in on our side, our division, our conference. Everyone has certainly earned the right to be there, and now everyone's jockeying for position, trying to get home ice, etc.
You and I talked about that this year, that there's so much parity between top and bottom, but I don't remember the last time there were this many teams that still had a shot at the President's Trophy. Is this maybe the most wide open you've seen it going into the playoffs?
Well, there's certainly a pack of teams at the top that are all elite teams, in my opinion, and present different challenges to their opponent on a nightly basis. And sometimes it's depth, sometimes it's a line that catches fire. But there's some really good teams in the league right now that all feel like they have a chance to win. And then if you just take it to the West, I feel the exact same way. There's no easy opponent in the West, so you just got to go and play your game and make sure that you're sort of fine-tuning all the details going into the playoffs so your guys feel good and can kind of stick to their process in order to beat whoever it is that we play.
And last one for me, Trennan,
skated, so yeah, we'll see tomorrow. We'll make a decision. We're going into a back-to-back, kind of same thing with Val, so we'll just evaluate those guys. We'll talk to Trennan tomorrow after morning skate, make a decision on him for tomorrow, knowing that we're going into a back-to-back. We'll see. Yeah.
Was that something that happened during he had the game-winning goal against Nashville and talked to us afterwards, and then he wasn't available the next game?
Yeah, he's got a tweaked lower body that we're trying to be careful with. Again, this isn't the time of year where you want to rush guys from, back from injuries that are bothering them. I think it's a good time actually to give them some time to make sure that they're healed and rested and ready to go. So, we're getting close to the playoffs. We don't want guys with nagging injuries dragging out into the playoffs.